Because it's time for today's Casa Calendar Update, where we let you know what's going on. And today we're talking about Shirley Valentine from Weston Productions playing at the Ox Dog. Now, as an ordinary middle-class English housewife prepares dinner, she ruminates on her life and tells the wall about her husband, her children, her past, and an invitation from a girlfriend to join her on a holiday in Greece. And joining me now to talk all about this is Jessica Osborne, the star. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks
so
for having
this is solo performance. This is just you.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that exciting? Have you done a solo performance before?
No, not a solo play. I've done a solo performance for audiobook that I had to do live at a festival once, which was kind of similar because I had to do multiple characters in that. But this is the first time that I've done a full solo play on my own, so it's kind of daunting.
Yeah.
Because there's
but also
no
exciting. New things are always exciting.
Yes, a new challenge is always very exciting. I always like to take on, something that I haven't done before, and this is the first time I've done something of this nature and this scale.
So tell us a little bit about Shirley Valentine and what drew you to this.
Well, she's an incredibly funny woman, and also she's from a wonderful, wonderful town called Liverpool, which I have many friends from, and I'm from a place called Cleethorpes, which is right on the exact opposite side of the country.
Okay.
And so the chance to do something that was so close to home for me was just incredible, because I tend to actually play Americans when I'm over here.
Yeah.
And this is one of the first time in years that I've got to play English on stage. So there was that, and also it's just incredibly well written. I felt like the words were in my bones. They just naturally came out for me.
So you felt like this was kind of made for you. Now, when you talk about accents, there are different kinds of English accents. So is it a different, or is it your actual accent?
No, this is not my accent. This is a different regional accent. But within that, I have to do about 3 different versions of that same accent for different characters. And then there's also 2 characters that are from Manchester, which is another accent. And then there's another character from Yorkshire, which is another accent. And the Yorkshire one's closer to where I'm from.
Okay.
So
one of them is actually your accent, kind of? Or
well,
not?
no, because Yorkshire's slightly different too. Yeah, I'm always doing an accent.
Now,
every day.
When you try and learn these accents, is this something that you've taken just from where you're from, or is this something that you have to kind of work with the director to actually learn?
Well, in this particular case, accents are kind of my thing anyway.
Okay.
I already kind of knew those accents, so they were already there in my brain. So I just sort of went, this one's Manchester, I'm going to do Manchester for this one. And so I was already pretty familiar with the particular locations. Just reading it, it's written very dialect heavy already, the way that it's written. So reading it, I was like, oh, this is that accent, and reading the next one, I was like, oh, this is that accent.
Okay.
So it kind of just came to me from reading it. It might not be as obvious for an American eye, but I grew up with it.
I mean, but as an American, I feel like most of us are like, all English people speak one way and that's it. But this will kind of like give you a little bit of an experience to learn that, nope, it actually is different. So we're talking about this, you're talking to a wall. Is the wall the audience? Can you give us a little bit of insight on that?
No, she's talking to the audience, but also referencing to the wall as her friend.
Got it. Okay.
I mean,
so we're your friends in this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she's a bit cuckoo because nobody listens to her. She's like she's a mother that basically the husband doesn't listen to her anymore. He just comes home, eats the dinner, and the kids have grown up and they've gone, and so she's got nobody to talk to anymore. So she talks to the wall as her chum, as her companion, and it's sort of her talking to the audience as if they're another chum, so chum means friend, so I just realized
chum is
I'm
friend.
Getting very English.
We're learning
now.
something new every day. I'm going to start using chum now. Now, the play was written in the 80s. Is there something that's still relevant about it now?
Yes, I think that the struggle of being in a relationship that's over, but you haven't really realized it is yet, and being able to come to terms with that and separating yourself from it, I think is still a struggle that everyone goes through. We get so settled into our everyday life, and when things aren't working, we just go, well, that's life.
Yeah, and you just kind of accept it.
Yeah, but this is about her
really
going, you know what, I'm not going to accept this. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to be me again. It's about not getting lost in yourself, lost in a marriage and lost in a relationship, and finding who you are. And I think it's an incredible lesson for everyone, any day, any decade, to learn how to love themselves again.
Okay. So Shirley really kind of finds herself in this. I mean, because she is herself, and then she kind of just gets the title of mom, wife, and then, you know, by the end she actually finds herself again.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
So who is this for? Is this for moms? Is it for anybody? Age group?
I think it's for anyone, really.
Okay.
I mean, there is a couple of minor foul language, but nothing crazy.
Okay.
So I would say, yes, pretty much all ages could be fine. I wouuld bring little kids to it. It might be too much for them. After all, it's just all me. You know, they'll probably get bored of me.
No.
But yeah, it's. I think definitely mothers and grandmothers will definitely relate to it.
Okay.
I think anybody that's been in a relationship that's kind of gotten stagnant will definitely relate to it. But I think everybody will see a little bit of Shirley in themselves.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Now you're hoping that people take away that they should love themselves and find themselves and not lose themselves. Is that the hope for this?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And then, of course, when, where, how can people get tickets?
So we are performing at the Oxdog Theatre in Nob Hill, and you can get your tickets at westendproductions.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming in.
you.
This sounds like a good one. This weekend, if you guys don't have plans, here you go. If you guys want a recap of everything we talked about here, just head over to casa.com. And if you have an event that you want to submit to our Casa calendar, head over to casa.com, click on the local events tab, and then click submit.